7 people who are part of a child sex abuse ring have been handed life sentences here at the High Court in Glasgow. Ian Owens, who was 45, Elaine Lannery, 39, Leslie Williams, 41, Paul Brannan, 41, Scott Forbes, 50, Barry Watson, who was 47, and John Clark, who was also 47, were all handed lifelong restriction orders. They were all convicted of crimes of extraordinary depravity in a drugs den in Glasgow where heroin and crack cocaine were used. Lord Beckett said it was the worst of human behaviour beyond anything he had ever experienced in the years in court. Some were convicted of harming 2 children, others of abusing 3 children, where 4 of the defendants were found guilty of attempting to murder a child following an 8-week trial at the High Court in Glasgow 14 months ago in November 2023. 4 of the group, Owens, Lannery, Brannan and Williams, were also found guilty of attempting to murder a child by pushing her into a microwave and trapping her in other places. All 7 were found guilty of taking part in the gang rape of a child. Judge Lord Beckett told the gang, whose jail sentences totalled more than 93 years, that they may never be released from prison. Owens was given 20 years, Elaine Lannery 17, Leslie Williams 14, Paul Brannan 15, Scott Forbes 8, Barry Watson 9 years and 6 months, and John Clark 10 years. The court heard that Owens forced 2 of the children to ingest heroin and cocaine in his filthy flat, and the judge branded the offences humiliating, degrading sexual crimes against incredibly vulnerable children. All 7 subjected a little girl to a gang sex attack at a property where both women, Lannery and Williams, are said to have clapped and cheered and verbally encouraged the men involved in the horrific act. They held her down and involved another child in the sickening abuse, which took place in various locations between December the 1st, 2018 and June the 19th, 2019. Speaking when they were found guilty in November 2023, Detective Superintendent Nicola Kilbane gave this statement.
The levels of depravity shown in this case are extremely rare in Scotland, and the courage of the victims was essential in securing this conviction. This was a long, complex and challenging investigation for a team of officers and staff who had to work through the most harrowing evidence to bring those responsible for these despicable crimes to justice. We remain committed to supporting victims of sexual crime and protecting children from harm and abuse.
Throughout the trial, those in the dock were laughing, they were joking, they didn't take this seriously at all. And even today there was no real remorse. What was the investigation's view on those people as you interviewed them? How would you describe those people convicted today?
I can't really comment on how they've conducted themselves and behaved in the court.